The following persons were arrested and charged for controlled drugs over the weekend period. James Williams, 18 years old, laborer of Chateau Belair, with 609 grams of cannabis. Earl Spencer, 30 years old, farmer of Greg's, with 964 grams of cannabis. Demron Bob, 19 years old, farmer of Barley, with 460 grams of cannabis. And Okino Edwards, 26 years old, mason of Petit Bodel, with 445 grams of cannabis, all of which had intent to supply to another at Mountain on the 20th of January 2017. Also, Sheldon Durard's, 21 years old, farmer of Petit Bodel, with 493 grams of cannabis, with intent to supply it to another at Richmond on the 21st of January 2017. Lowlands Hills resident Randy Shallow and his girlfriend Keisha Douglas have been charged in relation to the guns and ammunition found at Lowlands Leeward last week Wednesday. The duo appeared at the Serious Offences Courts last Friday and were given $45,000 bail. It is said that on January 18th, they had in their possession one Glock 9mm pistol without a license, one .38 revolver without a license, a prohibited weapon, to wit a submachine gun, the component of a prohibited weapon, to a wit an AK-47 magazine, and one round of 7.62 bullet, one round of .38 ammunition without a license, 42 rounds of 9mm ammunition without a license, and 14 rounds of .40 ammunition without a license. They returned to court this Thursday, January 26th. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, as he addressed the groundbreaking ceremony on Thursday for the $60 million Black Sands Resort and Villas at Mount Wynn, Peters Hope, said that the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has established a committee to identify possible locations for the construction of a hotel. The Prime Minister said the government will be looking to collaborate with several stakeholders on this venture. The Prime Minister said he has already identified an entity in the United Kingdom which will partner with the government in this enterprise. The Mount Wynn Peters Hope Tourism Development Project will be undertaken by Pace Development Incorporated, a company based in Toronto, Canada. The 200-room resort and villas are expected to be completed by mid-2019. Pace Development Inc., who broke ground on his US $60 million development project in Peters Hope on the island of St. Vincent, have set their sights on Buckama Bay Resort. The information was disclosed by Joseph Romano of Pace Development Inc. while speaking on Boom FM on Wednesday, the 18th of January 2017. Romano, speaking on the closure of the Buckama Bay Resort, said it is a great project, but if you are not in that business and do not know how to manage it properly, then any business can fail under the right circumstances. January 20th, 2017, News NTRC sets platform for student Precious Abraham, the fourth I-Square competition hosted by the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC, culminated yesterday with a prize-giving and awards ceremony hosted by the NTRC under the theme Ideas and Innovations. The I-Square competition, which was open to all students attending the secondary, technical institutes and division of the SVGCC, saw opening remarks from the CEO of Go Getter magazine, Mr. Storm Gonsalves.
Lesson 1. We live in a world of dumb pipes. The internet is made up of tens of thousands of miles of submarine cable. This cable, or pipe, is the backbone of the internet. But what makes these pipes so special is that they are dumb. What I mean by that is that they do not discriminate. In the days before the internet, business success could depend on race, geography, political affiliation, or access to the factors of production, especially land, labor, and capital. Some people may ignore a product because it was produced by a certain race or came from a certain country. The internet erases these issues by allowing the free exchange of information. You can be a coder in Bangalore, India, or Chateaubriand, St. Vincent, and create software that can be distributed and used by billions globally. There is no mention of race or country, only solutions to problems. You either want the solution or not, and it doesn't matter where you are or who you are. This is called net neutrality, and it's something we should fight to preserve, as it is the only way we have any hope of reaching the wider world. Lesson 2. You do not need money to succeed on the internet.
Northern Lights of the Mountain View Adventist Academy Secondary School have secured the top spots in the Secondary Idea and Mobile Applications categories. The school was presented with a check of $2,500 from the NCRC along with a smartphone from Flow for their presentation in the Secondary Idea category competition, and $3,500 along with a smartphone from Digicel for their presentation in the Secondary Mobile Application category. Director of the NCRC, Apollo Knights, indicated that this encourages students to put forward projects in the form of ideas and mobile applications that can facilitate the implementation of new systems or improve existing systems within the private sector of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Winners of the tertiary idea were the Haruna Dragons Divisions of Arts, Sciences and General Studies of the SVG Community College. They received $2,000 compliments the NCRC, $100 gift vouchers from Massey Stores, and $200 gift vouchers from Quartz, as well as an 8GB flash drive compliments King Computer Corporation. The SVGCC Division of Arts received $1,000 from the NCRC for the most entries in the competition, while the Proactive Solution Investors won the Tertiary Mobile App category, receiving $3,500 compliments the NCRC for their presentation. Current chair of the New Democratic Party, NDP, Dr. Linton Lewis, will distance himself from the party's election process when the NDP holds its 38th annual convention on February 5, 2017. Lewis, who will not offer himself for re-election, told the Searchlight newspaper that his contribution to St. Vincent and the Grenadines will continue as usual, but he has personal reasons why he will not try for re-election as party chair. The NDP's last convention was on November 24, 2013. The 2017 national budget will be presented in Parliament on Monday, February 6, 2017. According to information from the House of Assembly, Parliament will meet on Monday, February 6th from 4 in the afternoon for the start of the budget session. The budget presentation will be preceded by the Thorn speech from Government General Sir Frederick Ballantyne, who will declare the second session of the 10th Parliament open. The Brooklyn-based St. Vincent and the Grenadines Ex-Teachers Association of New York will honor retired registered nurse Celia Bramble on Sunday, January 15th, at a gala ceremony marking the group's 34th anniversary. The group also used the occasion to commemorate the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which was actually celebrated on Monday, January 16th, a public holiday in the United States. Sports news up next.